Alright, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and show you guys where it is exactly I make all my magic. So, instead of showing you doorknobs, we'll open the door and go right on in. Welcome to Joe's shop. Now right here, this is a pegboard. I'm going to turn it into a door. Okay, this door is going to cover this. And it's going to double my room. Alright. There's a lot of clamps there, but I need about 3 times that amount, because I tell you, a man can never have too many clamps when he does woodworking. Okay, this here has gotten me in more trouble than anything else I own. That is my climbing harness for climbing trees, cutting them down. Now for my pride and joy. Right here. That's right. Craftsman toolbox. Believe it or not, guys, this thing is over 10 years old. I think it's right around 13 or 14 to be exact. And it is chocked full. And it looks brand new. Now, here's a great tip for guys who want the perfect garage. Now, I'm not saying my garage is perfect by any means. But see these cabinets? Doesn't that look gorgeous? These cabinets come out of a house. Now all I did was paint them black. As you can see, they're all painted. I put this diamond plate on and I tagged them. This one of course says power tools. Chocked full of my power tools. Not all of them, mind you, that's just some of them. And then you can just drill a hole and put a truck cap handle on it. That way you can lock it up. Helps keep thieves out. I got the other 2 smaller ones butted together there. Above that, some old projects. That there, zoom in on it. That there is a maple clock that I'm making. It's been in the works for quite some time. And them there are some walnut jewelry boxes that I have yet to finish. Now below it, what they're sitting on actually, is a desk. A desk hanging on a wall. Well, it's upside down. See, I turned it upside down. This is actually the top right here. So I turned it upside down, put my diamond plate on. Love my diamond plate. And that's where I keep my chemicals. These things here are full of little things that aren't quite enough to put in my storage bins. Old tape holders for electrical tape. Now up here, that I actually painted on there. Okay. I masked it off, carved it out with a razor, and painted it in. And I put a door. This is normally where your feet would go if the desk was the other way around. And I can put all my stuff in there. I mean, that's my electronics bag. Back there's my tech bag, and of course my Makita bag. Below that, I have my air tool cabinet, also with a lock. And yes, no mercy. Never have any mercy. And you can see there I got all my air tools in there. Not all of them. I shouldn't say all of them. And most of them. Behind this barrel here, this barrel is what I use to keep all my crap wood in. I have a cabinet my buddy Todd Johnson made. And that cabinet on the side there with the jag sticker, that's just an add-on cabinet. It's really not got nothing in it. As you can see, it's just a bunch of crap really. More house cabinets. I used every house cabinet out of one house. Alright. Inside of here, here's another great idea for you guys. See that right there? That's a 12-volt battery charger. An RV fuse block. Alright. Now, don't worry, it's not hooked up at all. But up in there, you see that strip? That is an LED light out of an RV. Now when I hook this up, which one of these days I will, it'll light up all my cabinets. And there's my cordless tools. Forgive the hooligans hollering in the background. We got my batteries that I got on charge. And underneath there I have this cabinet. Now this cabinet holds all of my my delicates like fine files, feeler gauges, level, safety glasses, blades, stuff like that. Now above them cabinets, I have another cabinet my buddy Todd Johnson made for his garage, but he moved and he gave it to me. It's got more of my tools up there, as you can see, some accessories and stuff. And then there's my joiner, my Porter cable joiner, on a table that I made for it. Mind you, almost all the tables here I either made or had part in making. Behind that we have accessories, you know, little things that you can use. Then I got a filing cabinet. Now why would I have a filing cabinet here? I'll show you. It's brilliant. That's where I put all my stencils, paperwork, warranties, drawing pad. Underneath my joiner table, got my 5-gallon shop vac and my air tank. Now here's another table that I made, and I put my drill press on it. Turned my drill press into a sander, and right next to that I got my scroll saw, my grinder. Mind you, this scroll saw is not mounted. I gotta build another table for that. Spot for my TV, which I ain't brought out here yet. Another cabinet. There's a couple projects that I made that I ain't done nothing with. Some more containers, more tools. Below that, where it says Joseph's parking only. No, I don't park in here. I ain't got the room to park in here. But this is where I keep all of my vacuum cleaners stuff, extensions, hoses, blah blah. This cabinet was actually made by a really good friend of mine, Dustin Reese. Dusty, if you're watching this, man, it's just as good as the day you made it. I've been keeping good care of it, and I use it all the time. There's some sanding things, a couple sanding blocks, and I just mounted a 6-strip onto the side of it. And that runs all these things, and of course this wire that you see here. And here, this is where my magic is. This is where I actually sit down and draw out everything that I make. Now these speakers that you see here, them are computer speakers that I brought out here, and I hooked my phone up to it, so I got music. Below that I've got my D10 saws, sanders, easy access, and little wraps around, and more projects that I hadn't quite finished. Down here, underneath that, I got my air compressor, and that, which is a house blower furnace. It's going to be $1 million idea. I'll talk to you about that some other time. Up here is where I keep my wood. Don't get excited, it's all different kinds of wood, not the same. So then I got my planer. This is what I use to make my wood smooth and more. I can run it through there, and it makes it all the same thickness. Behind that I got my lathe. It's for turning wood. My miter saw, Skill miter saw, on a cabinet that I made. Of course, you can tell from the diamond plate. Now, for the thing that's going to save my life this summer. There it is. My dust collector. That's pulls all the dust out of the air, pulls it out of the saws and everything. The cabinet right there, I got on the back of it, I have, get around here, that's a vacuum cleaner, an old vacuum cleaner that I take a hose off, and I just hook it up to right here, and it sucks the dust right out of it. I got the hose for it over there, and then I keep all the spare bags for it in the drawer, blades and stuff down there. Now what my lathe is sitting on is I got an old dresser that I dressed up with some of that diamond plate aluminum. All my diamond plate's aluminum. Put some nice knobs on it. I keep all kinds of stuff in there, like shop rags and paper and steel wool and used sandpaper, stuff like that. And this black thing that you see right here is a house rail. I pulled that out of a house. I put it on there so that I got something to kind of lean against. And here's all my work bins, my storage bins for screws and electrical stuff like that. Then my saw, my table saw that my stepmother, Corinne G'day, gave to me. In the background you see a couch I'm going to redo. There's your mirror, Karina, if you're watching this. There's your mirror. I've got some work to do on it, and I can get it back to you. This is why you don't buy cheap tools. 2 weeks and the switch went out in it. I'm still waiting to find one. It's full of crap, but this is actually my gluing table. That's where I put all my stuff down that I want to glue. That way I don't get glue all over my benches. I covered it with cardboard so I can just yank it right up. I know I'm taking a lot of time. I'm trying to make this short as possible. Underneath there I have a 20-gallon shop vac that I use. I hook up to my planer. Mirror, some other parts under there. And this wood, absolutely gorgeous. This is all cedar, okay? All of that is cedar, raw cut cedar. I don't know how well this looks to you guys, but it is absolutely gorgeous wood. It's purple, just gorgeous wood. Alright, for you guys that are watching, don't get excited. That cherry picker's not mine, so I ain't gonna come pull your motor. Here is one of my next projects for myself. Okay, that's a headboard I'm gonna refinish, and my bench. As you can see, I love my theater faces. The center is a tattoo that I have on my right arm. All this is painted in, mind you. I did this back in 08. Right here, anybody that knows me knows that that's what I'm all about. Love, honor, and respect. And then finally, we got a bench that my buddy Dustin Reese made. And Dusty, if you're watching, here's the addition to it. I put a shelving on the end of it. It fit perfect. I couldn't resist it. We got all kinds of stuff. There's storage bins down underneath there. Let me move this table. See, I got wood there, and I got more wood there, and my RV bag there that I use in the RVs. Just like that. And this bench here is a bench that my buddy Todd made that I'm going to end up giving back to him now that he's got his own garage. And then behind that, that's a pretty cool sticker my buddy Todd got for me. That's my chemical cabinets. That's where I keep all my chemicals. And speaking of chemicals, I got to take my OxyClean in the house. As you can see, I got all my chemicals, keeps them away from any grinding or cutting or anything. But that is my shop. In a nutshell, that's my shop. So ladies, keep in mind, when your man goes out and buys tools, there's a reason. Every one of these tools in here have served a purpose on things, and they've saved so many asses. You'll never ever really understand until you need your man to fix something for you and you don't have the tools. So, and I know that's spelt wrong, but I made that a long time ago. That's painted on too. Used to sit on the trunk of my car. So I really made this for my friend Candy so she gets a little idea of what I got going on in my life and what it is that makes me happy. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Day in the life in my workshop here. Rock on.